as women too, we know that God created us in His image and likeness, and God is beautiful. He created us, women, to be beautiful.
That's right.
So we want to be beautiful.
That's right.
For ourselves, for God,
and modesty
for husbands.
fosters beauty, because God made us in our own beauty. Everybody has their own beauty.
There is a modesty standard that we follow. It's called Mary-like, modest.
That's right.
Mary-like modest
standards. That's
standards of dress, and it gives specific guidelines on how to dress with the.
That's right.
Two
two fingers below the collarbone is not modest, and anything above the knee is not modest. Yeah. And which that stands to reason, because if you were to sit and your knee is all exposed, well then that's not modest, because you can't. How can you be comfortable sitting like that?
Padre Pio said, he put a measurement on the skirt. He said women should wear their skirts 8 inches below the knee, and our standard, the Mary-like standard, gives the sleeve, like midway, like you said, the breast, the 2 fingers under the breastbone, and the skirt should be well below the knee.
Below the knees, that's
right.
And
nothing tight or fitting or transparent or those type of things for Mary-like standard. And as a little girl likes to dress like her mom and act like her mama, so too being children.
That's right. We are children of Mary. She is our spiritual mother. We should want to dress. We should want to be Mary-like. And when I say Mary-like, I don't mean dressing in a robe and a sash and those type of things. I mean, no one dresses that way, but you can be fashionable and still be modest and still use the Mary-like standards. That is definitely possible.
I think it helps us to act more and be more like Mary when we dress like her. Just like the little girl wants to dress like her mom, and be like her, then it helps us as women, as moms, to be more like her.
That's right.
Just like a professional, our husband's dressed a certain way to go to work.
Right. And even little boys, you can see it in little boys, they want to dress like their daddy. They want to be like that.
Yeah.
That's right. They want to copy their daddy. So the same with us, we want to be like our parents. And even as parents, we still want to be like our parents, and we are parents. So it just goes to saying, it's the same thing. We want to be like Mary.
You had said too that William didn't make you,
right,
you,
and Raylan didn't do it right. Either. It was a choice I made freely, and it's something I really wanted to do. And I don't know about you, Missy, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
I really do. I enjoy it.
And Raylan told me too. When I started to wear dresses, he said, "I like that."
Yeah.
He liked it, and they do it for him.
But most men do. They don't know it, but they do. They like it.
Yeah, but it was an inspiration to me from that prayer that our priest told us to ask Mary to conform you into her image.
Wow.
And to have the courage to pray that prayer.
So you have lived that prayer, and that's
you don't know what she's going to do with you.
That's right.
And so to have the courage, the grace to have the courage to pray that prayer, and then watch what she does to you. And you're going to be happy, and you feel beautiful, and you're more like her, and you love her more.
Yeah.
You have a close relationship
and then too,
with your
I want
mama
to share
there.
something. I want to share something too that I just remember. It's a little experience that I've had, and something that I've read, and I've also experienced it in my heart. Is, we think of the Blessed Mother and Mary as just somebody up in the sky, somebody waiting for us to talk to, and she is.
Yeah.
But she is personal. She's personal. She's our mother.
Right.
My mother, your mother, everybody's mother. Even if you're not Catholic, she's still your mother.
Right. We call her Mother Mary, but sometimes you say Mama.
Mama
Mary.
She's Mama Mary.
Especially when
I think of all those old Italian women. That's
Mama
Mia, Mama Mary. This Mama.
It's true.
And it's a wonderful.
And she inspired me through a prayer, her Immaculate Heart, to wear the veil too. And I said, Mother Mary, I don't have a veil. Where do I get one?
Now, Missy, you bring up the veil. How did you come to wearing the veil? Was that the same story?
It was. I think I was dressing in dresses first, and then the veil came a little later.
Same here.
through that prayer to conform me into your image.
You know, to be honest, I never had a rebellion against the veil.
Me either.
I never did from the beginning, because his family always wore the veil, and he asked me to put it on in church when I go with him, because his family has always done that, and that's a standard that they wear. And so, and then as you learn why you wear the veil, what is it for, why, you know, and once you learn that, I've adapted that, and I will not enter a church without a veil, and my girls won't either.
After I said the prayer, 3 days later, I saw a veil at St. Vincent de Paul thrift store,
nice.
and I didn't buy it. It was $2.
Oh.
So it was Labor Day weekend. So this was Friday, so I had to wait Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and I said, I'm going back
You're
to
going
get
back
it.
to get it.
And of course it was still there because
What
the
color
store
was
was
it?
closed. It was a cream color
Cream
veil.
color.
That was my first one. Later, I said, okay, Mama Mary, I said, I want a Spanish mantilla, the little, the scalloped edges. And don't you know, I found each a color, a white and a black at St. Vincent too. So how profound is the prayer?
I know,
If
isn't it
she
so-
wanted to said, if God wants me to wear a veil, Mother Mary, you find me one, and I want to be like you, and dressing like her, like a little girl, you know, and being more like her. So our prayer
Well,
is,
you know, my first veil was I wore my grandmother's veils, and the way it came was my aunt was taking care of my grandmother, and she was kind of she was sick, I think, or Alzheimer's or something, and she was going through her things slowly, and the veil was one of the things, and she knew I was wanting to wear them, you know, or had been wearing them with William, so she gave me one.
Aww.
And then she gave me the whole
sentimental
box
too.
after that, and so it was beautiful. You know, I had a cream one, I had a white one, I had a black one, and then she gave me one that later I learned from William's family was a child's veil, which I didn't know, but I wore it all the time because it was beautiful. The little round circle and it's really cute. But anyway.